So, dear student, very good evening to all of you. So now we are going to discuss about the different burning topics for your OPSC interview. So if you want to ask any question, you can go ahead. Otherwise, I'll ask the question. Any topic you want to discuss, be that Odisha related or national level or international level, you can ask me. Otherwise, I'll ask.
Yes, sir. Sir, can you discuss
Yes.
about the appointment of Supreme Court judges?
Okay. Okay. So
Today, I have read the news in the Hindu newspaper
yes.
that two
Okay.
new judges have been appointed.
Okay. Okay. So dear student, tell me, what
Yes,
is
sir.
the procedure of appointment of judges in a High Court and Supreme Court? Tell me in separate. So, what are the procedure for appointment of judges to the Supreme Court and High Court? So, please put forth your point in a systematically way and logical way. Yes, please. Please go ahead.
Hello, sir.
Please. Yes, yes, please.
First of all, the Law Ministry
Mm-hmm,
notified the vacancy of Supreme Court or High Court city, and then
mm-hmm,
they refer to the selection of the Supreme Court or High Court judges to
mm-hmm,
the Chief Justice of India. And
mm-hmm,
then Chief Justice of India, along with four other senior most judges,
mm-hmm,
have a collegium
mm-hmm,
and refer two or three names
mm-hmm,
to the law ministry. Then law
mm-hmm,
ministry the, refer to the president. After president's
mm-hmm,
signature,
mm-hmm.
the judges are appointed.
Okay,
This is the procedure.
okay, okay, that's good. So, what about High Court judges? How judges of High Court are appointed?
Sir,
High
there is
court.
a eligibility criteria also, sir, for Supreme Court judge.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Sir, apart from this procedure, there is also eligibility, sir. The
mm-hmm,
Supreme Court judge must be a citizen of India. Sir, at least
mm-hmm,
5 years in High Court a judge, I think High Court judge, and 10 years of
mm-hmm,
advocate
mm-hmm,
advocate experience, sir.
mm-hmm. And one more criteria there
It's a distinguished
should be a yes distinguished jurist on the opinion of the
president, sir.
I think president. Yes, so
Yes,
that
sir.
person should be a distinguished jurist. Okay, so ठीक है. So this is the criteria, and I think no need to go all this the law ministry you can simply skip all these things. You can say that the procedure for appointment of judges are governed by driven by the collegium system, where five top chief justice of India along with four senior most judges, they form the collegium, and they recommend the name to the president, and president after recommending the name, so there is a called memorandum of procedure. So that is what help between consultation between the judiciary and executive, and ultimately the person selected by both, that is being appointed by the president of India. Okay. In case of High Court, what is the collegium strength? Hmm?
Yes, sir.
Hello. In case of High
First,
Court.
yes, sir. First, the CJI of respective High Court judge form a
Mm-hmm,
collegium of two senior most judges. They refer
mm-hmm,
names to the Supreme Court. Then Supreme Court CJI, along with the two senior most judges, uh,
mm-hmm.
refer names to the president.
Yes, yes. So I think here two CGI plus senior most judges, three. Okay. So in case of transfer of judges, so what is the need of this collegium? What is the strength of this collegium? Transfer of one High Court judge to the another High Court judge. In case of
So,
transfer of one collegium, yes, yes, please.
so there is necessary of also, sir, CJI plus two most judges, senior most judges, the collegium system, along with, sir, governor and respective states governor, sir, and also
No need
president,
of
sir.
governor. No need of governor. Five judge collegium plus from the let's say the we have to transfer judge from the Patna High Court to Kotak High Court, let's say. So we need approval of the Chief Justice of Patna High Court. We also need the approval of the Chief Justice of the Odisha High Court also. Okay, so 5 collegium plus 2 judges, 7 judges. Okay. So my next question is, to increase the strength of judges in a Supreme Court, what kind of constitutional amendment act we need? Simply, by simple majority or absolute majority, what kind of it? Or ratification of 50% of the state to increase the strength of the Supreme Court judges?
Special majority, sir.
Special majority.
Number of the present plus 50 plus 1.
No, it's a simple majority. It's simple majority. Okay.
Okay.
Just to
Impeachment
increase the
is
strength
simple
of the,
majority, sir.
yes, simple majority. You can just cross verify. Okay. Just you can cross verify to increase the strength of the Supreme Court judiciary. 34 ଅଛି. Let's say we just want to increase to 40. So we need simple majority.
Okay, sir.
Okay,
Impeachment.
Move impeachment भाग दे.
Okay, then it's okay. कोई बात नहीं. So my next question, I'm talking about increasing the strength of Supreme Court judges, like number of judges. So it's simple majority. Okay. So next question is, so don't you think that it is against the democracy? Nowhere in the world where judges appoint themselves. Only in India where judges having a lot of say in their appointment. So what is your opinion on that?
सर गोटे इंटरव्यू रे मु देखितली हमर फॉर्मर सीजे चंद्रचूड़ सर कहतले कि एटा एब्सोल्युटली करेक्ट नुहे किंतु फॉर द माने ए टाइम पई एटा तो बेस्ट सिस्टम माने जोटा हमर कॉलेजियम सिस्टम जोटा अछि जोटा कि जज को अपॉइंट करछथि तो सेति पई एटा को माने बे फॉलो करा जाउछि बोली से एटा ए आंसर से देथिले.
ओके.
तो सॉल्यूशन रे से सेमते किछि कहि नथले किंतु से माने क्वेश्चन आंसर ता ही सेटा ही देथिले.
Okay. No, I'm saying forget about judges judiciary. I'm saying what is your opinion on that? Whether this procedure is good or bad. So you have to comment whenever they ask about what is your opinion. So opinion means either positive opinion or negative opinion.
Sir, I think it's a good step, sir. So because they have right knowledge, sir, who judges the particular knowledge about judge, and no one have that much of experience, sir. Sir, second one thing, most thing, sir, so judicial independence is the prime focus, sir, to avoid the political motives, sir. That's why, sir, I think it's a good step.
Okay. So
सर एठी एक केस रे नेपोटिज्म भी बहुत हुए जुडिशियरी सेक्टर रे जो अपॉइंटमेंट क्षेत्र रे सेटा भी गोटे तार सर नेगेटिव पॉइंट अछि इथरे.
Yes, देखो तमे either you can give your favor, opinion in favor, then you have to give argument in support, and you can discuss the criticism also. For example, you can say that I'm in favor of the collegium system because we have seen in past how the executive interfere in the judicial appointments. That is what led to the politicization. No doubt, I'm not saying that this is the best system. So I think जो एबे तमे कहथिलो नि एबे जो हमर चंद्रचूड़ के बारे में, so you can say that DY Chandrachud, Chief Justice of India, former Chief Justice of India, clearly stated that this is not the best system, but at least the system that can prevent the politicization of our judiciary. Okay, while I know this is not the best system, we can take a lot of steps to increase the transparency. For example, judges' name before recommending they should be put in public domain. What are the ground for selection we need to put forth? We need to create a lot of transparency. What are the criteria for selection? So then only we can ensure that those who are having merit, there should be appointment. And we can also clearly provide a code of conduct or code of ethics for this collegium system to prevent the nepotism and favoritism also. And if in case of their family involved, so judges in the collegium, they need to recuse themselves in selection of judiciary process. Whether they will facilitate other to accept that. मतलब देखो तुम्हें accept करो या फिर reject करो, you have to give the point in favor and against. You can give the solution also.
Sir, I think they need to record the video, particularly in which way they discuss about judging other judges, sir.
Okay, okay. On what ground they have selected? You are saying we need to make video record, and that record is not. We don't want it should be given to the public. At least it should be given to, in case of any allegation. For example, recently two judges are appointed to the Supreme Court judge. I think Justice Pancholi, I think from Patna High Court. So promoted by subsiding 56 judges. So in that case, Justice Nagratha raised a concern, valid concern. So when so many judges are there, so how come you are appointing a junior judges with lack experience to the Supreme Court, na? So that means, we need to create a objective criteria to judge, which person is best suitable for this post, na? So now it is the judges, majority of the judges' opinion is valid only. So I think this is a valid point. You can say we need to create some objective criteria for selection also. So এটা clear হয়ে গেল তো? Hello.
Yes, sir.
So tell me, the procedure for judges appointment, how it is evolved. So I think you already know about a lot of cases that is been going on. So tell me in the procedure for appointment of judges, how it is evolved.
Hello, sir.
Yes, please.
Initially, the appointment of judges are lies in the executive's hand. Only president choose the judges of the Supreme Court. Later, in first judge case, Supreme Court stated that yes, so president can appoint judges and मतलब
Okay.
ମାନେ CGI को sorry ओडिया सार ओडिया रे कହୁचे तो CGI को सहित पचारिकी कथार्ता करिकी करि परिबे आउ माने अधिक किछि रिक्वायरमेंट नाही कंसेंट जोटा
Okay.
द सेकंड जजेस केस रे सुप्रीम कोर्ट कहला कंसेंट अर्थ नाही जे आमे जहा को सिलेक्ट करिवु तुमको ताको ही अपॉइंटमेंट करिया दरकार आउ आमे कॉलेजियम फॉर्म करिवु जोथरे सुप्रीम कोर्ट रो चीफ जस्टिस आउ दी जन सीनियर जजेस रहबे देन थर्ड जजेस केस रे सुप्रीम कोर्ट कहले ये कंसेंट नो एटा मैंडेटरी आमे जाऊ ना को दबु तमे ताको ही अपॉइंटमेंट करिया पड़िवो आउ आमे कॉलेजियम को भी ब्रॉड करछु CJI and 4 senior most judges.
Okay.
And 4 judges case रे Supreme Court कहला जे collegium system is mandatory and other जदि procedure किसी आसे जोथरे executive part होंदी ताले it is a threat to independence of judiciary which is basic structure of constitution.
Okay.
So in this way the appointment of judges evolved.
Okay. Any other student want to put in a very good way? So you are like what you have said. Like something improvement is needed. Anyone want to improvise that? Please देखो ये सब चीजें ना देखो you have to answer. कोई किसी भूल ना जैसे मैं भूल भी कोचो गलती कोचो it's okay but keep trying and giving answer here.
Sir, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
So initially the term consultation in the in Article 124 was interpreted to be was interpreted not to be in mandatory nature, but exactly as it is consultation. The president would consult with the CJI, but he may or may not agree to the suggestions provided by the CJI. But then in first judge's case, this interpretation was changed by the Supreme Court and consultation was made equivalent to concurrence. That is, the president would have to agree to the recommendation that has been provided by the CJI. Then in the second judge's case, instead of just being CJI's consultation, the collegium was set up which comprised of the CJI as well as two senior most judges of the Supreme Court, and the president would have to concur with the collegium's recommendations. Then this collegium was further expanded to include 4 senior most judges along with the Chief Justice of India in the third judge's case. Then and from the third judge's case onwards until the 99th amendment, this system was followed, after which the 99th amendment brought in the NJAC to factor in both the executive and the legislature as well, while providing recommendations for the appointment of judges. However, the Supreme Court in Skora versus Union of India in 2016 case struck down the NJAC as being unconstitutional, since it was held as violative of independence of judiciary, and the Supreme Court provided that independence of judiciary is a basic structure, is part of the basic structure of the Constitution. Therefore, NJAC was violative of this basic structure, and in turn violative of the Constitution, and hence it was struck down. And again, the collegium system has been followed since then.
Okay. So I think some error starting में आपने किए थे, देखो starting रे कौन थी first judge cases में, in constitution there is a written that there is a consultation. So in first judges cases, Supreme Court said that consultation means mere exchange of views, not binding.
Yes, sir, that's what I said. It was not mandatory.
Okay, then it's
that's
okay.
What I said.
In second judges cases, the consultation is transformed into concurrence. And yes. In third judiciary cases, so there is a precedental reference. So in that precedental reference, so Supreme Court clarified that it is not the single opinion of the Chief Justice of India, rather a opinion of the collegium system comprising of CJI along with 4 senior most judges. So after that, 99th Constitutional Amendment Act, so Union Government or Parliament enacted a National Judicial Appointment Commission, that is called NJAC. So that is being challenged, and Supreme Court said that the separation power is the basic structure of the Constitution that cannot be violated, and struck down. Again, we are reverted back to the collegium system, and we have signed a memorandum of procedure between judiciary and executive to ensure proper consultation and coordination in appointment of the judiciary. That means if a person name is recommended to the executive, then executive will do some investigation by using IB, so that we should know about any criminal or something, if any adverse opinion from our intelligence report. If everything is gone well, then only that person is going to be appointed. This is what the current position.
Yes, sir.
So next, how I think recently you all know that recently there has been a case, impeachment case has been initiated against the Justice Verma, Yashwant Verma.
Yes.
So tell me detail about the procedure for impeachment of Supreme Court or High Court judges. I think there is same for everyone, even for the Election Commission, same for the CJ, CAG also.
Sir, first Lok Sabhar 100 জন member এবং রাজ্যসভার 50 জন member গোটে
এবং या फिर और
either or
किंतु
नहीं sir अच्छा starting either or तो फर्स्ट रिजोल्यूशन गोटे पास करिवे जोटे कि स्पीकर को पाखु जीवो स्पीकर जदि से रिजोल्यूशन एग्री करले देन तापर गोटे कमिटी क्रिएट करा जीवो तो से कमिटी रे तीन माने जणे जुरिस्ट मेंबर रहिबे जुडिशियल मेंबर आउ दुई जण जो मानकर कि जुडिशियरी ऊपर बहुत भलो नॉलेज थिबो से माने रहिबे तापर से माने इन्वेस्टिगेट करिवे whether the person is accused or not. जदि से accused ହେଇଥିବେ ताहले सेटा माने पास ହେଇଯିବ ଏବଂ ତାଙ୍କୁ impeachment କରାଯିବ.
Okay. So I think टिकिए तमे माने कहबारे टिके गडबडी कर देला देखो तमे कोन कहबो देखो. I think anyone want to improvise that? I think some टिकिए तमे हे गला. Yes please.
Yes sir. Firstly, a motion is raised either in Lok Sabha or in the Rajya Sabha for the impeachment process, and impeachment process can be initiated on 2 grounds, that is proven misbehavior or proven incapacity. So if it's initiated in Lok Sabha, then it needs support of 100 MPs, and in Rajya Sabha it needs support of 50 MPs to be put into motion in the house. And when it's accepted by the speaker of the the chairperson of the house, then accordingly a 3-member committee is formed according to the Judges Inquiry Act, which comprises of a Supreme Court judge and a Chief Justice of a High Court and an eminent jurist. When this committee investigates and finds the said judge to be guilty of misconduct, then uh, they submit their report for parliamentary approval. If the parliament approves through a 2/3 majority of MPs present and voting in favor and absolute majority in each house, then
Yes.
the judge is impeached, and that is he or she is removed from office. However, if before the process gets over and the judge in themselves resign before the proceedings are completed, then the proceedings are stalled, and the judge retains their retirement benefits. However, if the
Okay.
process goes on, then they cannot be said to be retired. Instead, they are labeled to be have impeached, and they do not get
Okay.
any
Or
benefits as such.
one point you have missed, both the house need to be passed the motion in the same session also.
Ah, yes, sir. In the same session, not in different
Ha,
sessions.
ha.
Yes, sir.
Yes, and you have to remember that the majority we need in each house, it should be more than 2/3 present and voting, and it should be more than 50%, just like the constitutional amendment. But in case of
Yes, sir. Yes,
president,
sir.
it is 2/3. It is only 2/3. We need 2/3 of total present and voting. We need in case of president. I think 2/3 strength of the house. So देखी दो ठीक है. President रे ठीक है higher दरकार threshold. Okay.
Yes, sir.
प्रेसिडेंट रो आमर इम्पिचमेंट जो आमर दरकार मेजॉरिटी टिके हायर थ्रेशोल्ड दरकार आई थिंक 2/3 प्रेजेंट एंड वोटिंग आई थिंक 2/3 मेजॉरिटी ऑफ द हाउस आई थिंक
Total
Absolute
effect. Yes, sir.
total row,
Third
2/3 of
of
the
a
total
total house.
हाँ
total house.
यस हाँ कहीं ना हमारे प्रेसिडेंट को हम मानचंदी कौन इट्स गार्डियन ऑफ आवर कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन एंड फेडरलिज्म का प्रोटेक्टर सो एंड द हाईएस्ट ऑफिस ना सो वी नीड मोर प्रोटेक्शन सो दैट एनी गवर्नमेंट they cannot remove whims and fancies, so that is the reason we are providing more protection. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So in case of president impeachment, what is required? So just we need two additional things, not more.
Sir,
Sir,
insolvency
14 days
and
notice is firstly sent, sir, to
Okay.
the president.
Mm-hmm.
First, so 14 days notice is sent.
Mm-hmm.
If within that 14 days, if she resigns, then she resigns. Otherwise, the same motion will be introduced in the Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha, and the process goes on, sir.
Like it's just like there's some procedure, it cannot be adopted whims and fancies. There is a requirement also, na?
Sir, sir, sir.
So what is the threshold? So all these things I need detail.
Okay, sir.
Anyone? Bata, bro?
Sir, yes, sir.
Yes,
Sir,
please.
motion should be passed 2/3 majority of any house of the parliament to initiate the impeachment motion of president.
Mm-hmm.
Then the motion will be transferred to the committee. Without 2/3 majority, in judge's case, only motion accepted. Then if the motion accept कला परे हमें से ये को कमिटी को हमें पास ऑन कर दो इन्वेस्टिगेशन पाए. बट प्रेसिडेंट केस रे फर्स्ट 2/3 मेजॉरिटी रे पास हवा दरकार. देन तापरे से कमिटी पाखु जीवो. इट्स ए more challenging for impeaching the president.
So anyone can put forth in a good way. थोड़ा systematically.
Sir, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Sir, the impeachment process to remove a president of India is as follows. As, a motion is initiated in either of the house of the parliament by signing 1/4 of its member,
Yes.
by giving 14 days by giving 14 days prior notice to the president, and once the motion is passed, then that is passed in the other house investigates that and passes with 2/3 majority of that house. Once that is passed, and in the next house also, if it is passed by 2/3 majority, then the president is deemed to be removed from his or her post.
Yes. This is what the difference. That means president can be impeached on the ground of violation of constitution. Okay, that is the ground, na? Violation of the constitution and 14-day notice.
Yes, sir, yes.
Then you need 1/4 of the member to be signed for introduction. Once it is being passed by the first house, it will send to the second house. And second house will inquire about that. If they found violation, if they also pass by 2/3 majority of total strength, then president impeach हो जाएंगे. And during the impeachment procedure, president can take part in this proceeding also. ठीक ଅଛି ନା ତ clear ନା ଏଇଟା या फिर के କିଛି add କରିବାକୁ ଚାହିଁବେ?
President can defend itself.
Sorry?
President can defend himself.
हाँ,
sir.
defend himself, yes. So I think दीटा हमर clear ହେଇगला, କିଛି problem ନାହିଁ, ଯାହା ବି ଆସିବ ତମେ କରି ପାରିବ. So recently there is a plastic treaty that is being held. Discussion is being held. Can you throw some light on that? Like where it is discussed and why? What are the outcome of that discussion? And there is a there is a difference opinion emerged between two group of countries, and each side India was in favor of that. So I think you all know that. So if you can throw light on that plastic treaty.
So may I?
Yes, please.
So there was recent negotiations on tackling the plastic pollution challenges in Geneva, intergovernmental negotiation, and there were basically two opinions. One side who wanted complete removal for waste management, and the other side who wanted limited production. The complete removal side wanted that there should be absolute stopping of plastic production, selling, and purchasing, whereas the limited production side wanted that abruptly stopping in plastic production and usage in absolute sense would be problematic, since finding alternates are finding efficient and cost effective alternates is difficult. Therefore, there should be a phase-wise reduction so that in the due time, viable alternatives can also be found out, since plastic is such an integral portion of our daily usage. India was on the limited production side because, in fact, India speaks from its experience. Several of its cities, including Bhubaneswar itself, have banned single-use plastics, yet we can see plastics being frequently used in the local market and in almost all online delivery services, because using plastic based packaging is way cheaper compared to their environment friendly alternatives such as bamboo or paper. And since customers look forward for a lower price rather than the sustainability of their purchases, companies also do not try or desire to invest in sustainable alternatives and stick to using plastic instead. Therefore, India believes that instead of completely shunning plastic production, a better stance would be gradually lowering the production and also trying to work on technology to develop cheaper yet environment friendly alternatives to plastic.
Okay. So anyone want to add some point or improve it? Anyone want to add anything or improve it? Please go ahead. So please do it very fast. देखो तुम्हें कहिले प्रैक्टिस कले ही हबो तुम्हें ट्राई करो. चलो मु कहि दउछि. देखो already I think all the point mentioned is well and good. So it is negotiated under the UNEPA, United Nations Environmental Program also. So here countries are divided on the two parts, like two categories. First category is the developed country, European Union. So they are in favor of phasing out the plastic production itself. They believe that plastic is the root cause of all problem. So they just want to phase out, and gradually also in last couple of years or last couple of decades, so they have shifted their plastic production from developed country to developing country. So that is the reason. So they are in favor, if plastic production is going to be stopped, that is not going to have any impact on their economy. On the other hand, the country like the petroleum producing country or crude oil rich country, so they are in favor of management of the plastic pollution, because they said that they believe that plastic as such is not the pollution, but management of the plastic waste is the problem. If we can properly manage the plastic waste, so that is what help our economy instead of abruptly disrupting our economy. So that is what the favor, and India in support of management of the plastic waste rather than phasing out of the plastic, because we are producing significant amount of plastic and it's our economy is also depending on it. And we also know that if we are going to have harsh decision, then it is not going to implement it in properly. Already, I think already mentioned it. Bhubaneswar already banned, but still people are using it because plastic is integral part of our life. Just imagine we cannot pack anything. Medicine ko tame kebi packing kari paribo ko other cheezer except the plastic, because if you start packing the medicine by using other metal, it will start leaching that na, so it will damage the shelf life of the medicine. So I think plastic is such a miraculous material, such a neutral metal, such an inert material. We'll not have such a material unless until we find such material. It is very difficult for us to replace. So there are material, but it is very costly and more environmental polluting. So that is the reason India is in favor of that. Though I think eita kuha. Tapare mora ago question mu pahibi. So before that, anyone want to add anything, or if you have any suggestion, you can go ahead. Otherwise, I'll put one more question on that. Chalo. So my next question is, plastic treaty ended without having any joint declaration or joint, decision. So do you think that this is a failure or what? I think those who are having the environment or related topics, so this can be a good question also.
Sir, I believe this is not exactly a failure. Rather, it's all the stakeholders trying to put their claims at the forefront to
Mhm.
prevent the developed nations or the global north countries trying to
Mhm.
weaponize environmental protection, because
Mhm.
it does not affect their economies as much as it would affect the other developing nations and the petroleum producing economies. So therefore,
Mhm.
I believe when there is a lot of discussions, the
Mhm.
results take time to arrive at, yet
Mhm.
it's the most sound decision because of all the value addition and inputs put forth. It is
Mhm.
akin to how a democracy works, like a democracy works, like the
Mhm.
process of electing our elected
Mhm.
representatives takes time. Yet there is
Mhm.
a voice of everyone involved in the process there,
Mhm.
and therefore ensures that there's an inclusive decision making. That's what
Yes.
I believe.
Yes, you can say that, no doubt, we cannot judge the outcome just on this only on the, whatever the agreement we have signed or whatever the joint statement. Rather, we are able to build the consensus, we are able to create awareness at the international level. And there are so many countries, now they are talking about management of waste at least. So earlier, they are not talking about that, na? So by looking into that, we can say,
Exactly, sir.
definitely,
Exactly.
it's a good step. It's a good step. Okay? Chalo.
So,
So my
can we
next
here
question,
add, so just
yes,
one
yes.
point, can we add the point that the entire concept of environmental consciousness began in the 1870s, almost
Mm-hmm.
after the entire global north had industrialized and become developed.
Mm-hmm.
So, trying to force their ways through and reaching an early consensus in such treaties is like
Mm-hmm.
shrugging off their responsibilities and holding
Mm-hmm.
the developing nations or the least developed countries accountable for the mistakes they had already committed. Can we
Right,
raise
right.
this point as well?
Yes, yes, you can say it is double standard. Or I think you know about Kuznets curve. So there is a curve called Kuznets curve.
Yes, sir.
So that is
Kuznets
what
curve.
talking about development versus pollution. So
Environmental
we are,
pollution.
yes, yes, you can say we are on the curve. We are in the curve below the developing country. So definitely we are going to produce more emission as we gradually progress. Our emission will be reduced very fast, and you can give some suggestion also. So while all over the world their forest has been declining, only India our forest coverage has been increasing. Our emission intensity to our GDP has been reduced by 20%. Okay? So you can give, and we have achieved the target of the blending of our the biofuel also before the target. We have also already achieved our renewable capability. So you can show something, we have already fulfilled what we have committed beyond, like before the schedule. So, but the developed country, they are not taking the responsibility. I think that is what called CBDT, or we'll discuss about the negotiation also. But I think if time permit, we'll discuss that. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So before that, my question is, recently, I think you all know that recently China, they are blocking the rare earth minerals and some critical minerals. So my first question is, what is critical minerals? What is the critical about this mineral and why it is so critical? And which country are having control over these critical minerals, and why India is very serious about these critical minerals, and how India is going to overcome this bottleneck in access to these critical minerals. There are four questions. So what is critical minerals? What is the critical about this mineral? First ये बात पहले बता दीजिए.
Sir, critical minerals are those that are used in critical information infrastructure, such as financial institutions, such as as in electricity, power grids.
No, not critical information infrastructure. Critical minerals. I am asking critical minerals.
Yes, sir.
Critical minerals.
Yes, sir.
Yes, please.
Critical minerals are those minerals which are essential for the economic development, national security, and developing modern technology for a nation. So that's why it's called as critical mineral.
So, according to your definition, I think iron is a critical mineral also. Critical mineral because it is very essential for economy, nation, security.
And they are very less abundant in the crust.
Yes,
That's
yes. While it is very strategic, very essential for defense, aerospace, renewable energy, or emerging technology, but their supply is very limited and they are very restricted, geographical restricted to very few continents, very locality. That is what makes them more critical. Okay. So
Rare
my
earth
next,
minerals and critical.
yes, rare earth mineral that include some of the rare earth minerals like neodymium, then molybdenum. There are so many group of metals, so you can remember 2 3. So if they ask you, you can just give that information. Okay. So my second question is, uh, why they are so critical? I think already I've discussed some part of it, because they are very essential. Or just inform me why they are so critical. Why these critical minerals are so critical?
For the development of semiconductor industries, mobile chips, electronics chips, and space technology and
Space
robotics.
technology, magnet, military hardware,
Yes, sir.
renewable energy. Okay. So these are having even quantum computer also. So these are having huge applications. Okay. So next my
Sir, it
next
is
question
also
is,
important for sir, it is also important for clean energy transition.
yes, clean
Uh,
energy to achieve.
like
Yes,
EV batteries, solar panel,
yes,
wind
yes,
turbine, etc. Sir.
yes. So my next question is, why India is concerned about all these rare earth minerals? Why India is concerning about all these rare earth minerals?
Sir, because India is heavily import dependent when it comes to critical minerals, because its resources are not up to the mark of the demand which India currently has with regards to its technological ambitions, be it EV or quantum technology, and being dependent on import from countries like China or Australia makes it more susceptible to the global interruptions in the international global order, as we can see currently, such as US putting tariffs on India. So therefore, India is
Okay.
trying to find resources, alternate resources, to shield itself and make to ensure that it's not dependent on a singular source, so that in case it would face tariffs or other barriers in the trade barriers in future, it can still stand resilient and keep on developing.
Okay. So actually, why India is very concerned about it, that these critical minerals, they are, yes, please.
Sir, particularly sir, the majority of mining sectors for particularly the rare earth element, those are in exploration stage, sir. Sir, and for mining purpose, sir, we need to move to prospective stage, sir. So particularly if we consider Odisha, Tamil Nadu and Kerala,
No, this
few
is
states
actually
are only.
देखो देखो दिस इज द सॉल्यूशन देखो ମୁଁ ତମକୁ କଣ କହିଥିଲି କାଲି ଯୋଉ ସମୟରେ ଯୋଉ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚନ ଆମକୁ ସେଇ ଆନ୍ସର ଦେବାକୁ ପଡିବ ବୁଝିପାରିଲ କି ନା ଟିକେ ମାନେ କଣ ଇଣ୍ଟରଭ୍ୟୁ ବେଡରେ ବେଳେ ବେଳେ କିଛି ଥାନ୍ତି ବୋର୍ଡ ମେମ୍ବର ଦେ ଆର୍ ଭେରି ପର୍ଟିକୁଲାର ଆବାଉଟ ଦି କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚନ ତମକୁ ମୁଁ ପଚାରିଛି ଏଇ ସମୟରେ କଣ କହିଲ କି ଇଣ୍ଡିଆ କାହିଁକି ଏଥିପାଇଁ କନସର୍ନ ହଉଛି ତାପରେ ତମେ ୟା ପରେ ଅଛି ସଲ୍ୟୁସନ ସେଇ ସମୟରେ ତମେ ଆନ୍ସର ଦବ ଓକେ
नहीं सर 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 मु कहूଥିଲି कि हमर जो एक्सप्लोरेशन स्टेज रे अछि माने सेटा कमर्शियल एक्सट्रैक्शन हे पर रेयर अर्थ एलिमेंट कमर्शियल एक्सट्रैक्शन हे परनी कि प्रोसेसिंग भी हे परनी सिने कि हमर सेटा जेहले दरकार ना सेटा वर्तमान एक्सप्लोरेशन स्टेज रे अछि माइनिंग करिया पय सर मोर तो जियोलॉजी बैकग्राउंड तो सेति में सर मु कहली से जियोलॉजी पर्सपेक्टिव
okay
सर
no that is what we are going to discuss don't worry that is what we are going to discuss because recently today only we had an agreement with Japan के साथ हमारा agreement एक हुआ है so that we can explore lot of rare earth mineral in our Odisha even India coastal area so before that discussing that so why India is so much concerned about rare earth minerals currently if you look into rare earth minerals they are majorly controlled by some way or other by the China so China is having monopoly even if they are located in different country some way or other they are having control by the China and we already know that how our relations with the China so China recently blocked all these rare earth minerals supplied to our India so because of that our EV manufacturer they are not able to manufacture some of the magnets that is what used for the electric motor like neodymium and other rare earth minerals so that is what led to the delay in supply or supply chain disruption in our EV market. So that is what India is very much concerning. In case of any conflict or any, you can say conflict with China or any tussle in China, so China might block to create problem for our economy. So that is what India is very much concerned. And second one is, though they are distributed in Australia, but we need lot of money, resource. So that is what not yet available with India. So we need to invest a lot. So these are the point. Okay. So now we are going to discuss, what kind of solution or what kind of steps should India takes to overcome the supply bottlenecks or chokes. So now you can add, I think the geology now you can add this point. Please go ahead. अब तो मैं add कर पा रहा हूँ. Hello. ଏବେ ତମେ add କରିପାର ଯୋଉ ଆମର ଜିଓଲୋଜି ପଏଣ୍ଟ ତମେ କହିଲନି କି
sir my point is sir jo mineral particularly if a mineral we want to extract sir it moving certain stages sir particularly the rare earth element is in exploration stage commercial mining is not available in India that's why I am saying it's the issue in
okay that is what issue and I think we are collaborating with country like Japan I think you know already so I think in coastal area we are in collaboration with Japan to mining that also even the Australia is inviting India they can start mining in Australia like they are inviting India to mine in their I think you all know Australia is rich in terms of all these rare earth minerals so they are inviting India to mine there also and we can also the auction or buy some of the blocks that is available in the Africa and other Latin American countries. So I think you already know it's called lithium triangle. The country name ABC, Argentina, Bolivia, and Chile. So these three countries rich in terms of rare earth minerals. So we are bidding and we are also collaborating. So I think you know that Khanij Bidesh Limited, Kabil, there is a PSU in India. That is what called Kabil, Khanij Bidesh India Limited. So it is mostly involved in extraction of all these minerals in the international level so that we will ensure proper supply of these rare earth minerals like rare earth minerals are like you can say about the new oil in 21st century so if we are to move renewable energy we need lithium we need all these rare earth minerals these rare earth minerals are going to control if you are having the control over rare earth minerals so you will have control over the world economy also then along with that you can say about we are also collaborating with Japan for proper exploration of all this rare earth mineral that is available in Odisha. I think even lithium are found different location. I think in Jammu Kashmir or I think in Odisha. I think we are finding somewhere also. Odisha रे हमर कोडी अछि lithium. आ कोडी इंडिया रे कोडी lithium अछि. Sorry.
Sir, Ladakh, Dras Valley.
କୋଉଠି ଅଛି?
Ladakh, Dras Valley.
ଓକେ ଲଦାଖର ଆମ ଦାସବେଲି ଆଉ ଆମର ରିୟାସି ଡିଷ୍ଟ୍ରିକ୍ଟ ଜାମ୍ମୁ କାଶ୍ମୀର ରେ ଆଉ କୋଉଠି ଆମର ଗୋଟେ ଇଣ୍ଟେରିୟର ରେ ମିଳିଥିଲା ଏଠି କର୍ଣ୍ଣାଟକର ଆଇ ଥିଙ୍କ ଗୋଟେ ମାଣ୍ଡିଆ ଡିଷ୍ଟ୍ରିକ୍ଟ ଅଛି ଆଇ ଥିଙ୍କ ସେଠି ବି ମିଳୁଛି ଆଉ ତମେ ଯୋଉ ମୋନାଜାଇଟ କହୁନ କି ଆମର ସାଣ୍ଡ ରୁ ଯୋଉଟା ମିଳୁଛି ମୋନାଜାଇଟ ରୁ ଆଇ ଥିଙ୍କ ରେୟାର ଆର୍ଥ ମିନେରାଲ ମିଳେ ଆମର କଣ କହିଲ ତାକୁ କଣ କୁହନ୍ତି ଆମର
It's thorium,
Uranium,
Thorium.
sir. Monazite is thorium.
Thorium,
yes
thorium, sir.
Thorium.
Thorium.
yes
Monazite
we
is
found
a
thorium not
mineral of thorium, sir.
yes thorium we found thorium so 20% of 20 to 25% of world reserve of thorium available in India and that is what located in the our coastal sand କରି ପାରିବ ତ यार आंसर କିଛି ପ୍ରୋବ୍लेम होन तो rare earth mineral बहुत important because our economy is depend on that
Odisha, sir, GSI recently, sir, found some reserves, sir, in Noyagad district, sir, in Odisha particularly, sir.
okay you need to remember that district a particular area like you need to remember that particular area or you can say Noyagad district we have recently found some of the rare earth minerals that can be explored and to meet our need okay ठीक अछि ना आगु बढ़िया नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन डिस्कस करिया में so what do you mean by gig worker what do you mean by gig worker
Sir, gig worker are those who don't fall under the traditional uh, gi- uh,
ए,
कौन जे
employee and
चाकरी दिए और
employer
जे
relationship
हाँ एम्प्लॉयर
हाँ
रिलेशनशिप ये सर
हाँ yes okay so my next question is why gig worker are quite in news why
Sir, gig workers are in news because of the rapid
mm-hmm,
increase in gig economy, because of the
mm-hmm,
increase in startup culture and online services, and also
mm-hmm,
because despite their rising importance in employment and income share in the GDP, they are still not
mm-hmm.
provided with ample social security benefits, which
okay
makes
okay
them vulnerable. That is
okay
why they are in
so
news.
yes, very good point. So, like, now we are seeing that aggregator like application like, Ola, Uber, Zomato, Swiggy. So, they are providing platform. So, that is what led to the emergence of the platform worker or you can say freelancer. So, that is what we call gig workers. So, my next question is, so whether the gig economy or gig workers, so it's a positive, it's a good thing or it's a bad thing?
Sir,
Our
50
economy is moving
repeat.
towards gig economy. So, it's a positive or negative thing? Yes, please.
Sir, gig economy does help with the employment crisis in India to a certain extent and goes in the
Mm-hmm,
direction of reaping demographic dividend. However, but due to lack of social securities and the vulnerabilities that
mm-hmm,
gig economy workers face, which makes them
mm-hmm,
highly susceptible to unemployment and
mm-hmm,
uh, and not being paid in a timely fashion, is
mm-hmm,
what is burdensome, and that
mm-hmm.
if this is rectified, then gig economy can become a large source of employment in the future for the for
Okay,
India. And another
okay.
thing which is a lacuna with India's gig economy is because of the nature of work most of the gig workers do. Because in India,
Mm-hmm,
as our commerce minister also said, most of the startups are for delivery based services. They are not
mm-hmm,
highly skilled, they do not provide any highly skilled services. Therefore, even the gig
mm-hmm,
workers, they are not able to contribute in value, as highly in value to the GDP, uh,
mm-hmm,
compared to the kind of risks they take in
mm-hmm,
performing their services. So when
mm-hmm,
there is killing of our current gig workers so that they can
mm-hmm,
provide greater value, then a their greater human potential would be realized, and we can be closer to reaping the demographic dividend which which we always talk about as being a plus point for India.
Okay, okay. So anyone want to add any point or make it very systematic and structural? Please participate करो. Participate
Sir,
करिवो
I
ताहले
want
तुम.
to add
Yes,
few points.
yes, yes. Please.
Sir, to some extent, gig workers are good because it provides women participation also. It promote women's
Yes,
participation
yes,
and
yes,
provide some kind of flexibility.
yes,
And digital inclusion is also a good point, and it also
yes.
boosting the entrepreneurship attitude.
Okay. It also improve your skilling na. Like for example, gig worker is not only about Ola, Uber also. You can also act as freelancing also. While you are in job, that is what called moonlighting. I think if you are in flexible job, so you can improve your skill while working also na. Moonlighting जानी थी वो. There is a concept called moonlighting.
Yes, sir.
हाँ मुन लाइटिंग माने तमे गोटे जगह रे काम करछो साथी रे आउ गोटे जगह रे तमे काम करछो सेटा कहै मून लाइटिंग सो गिग वर्कर रे कोई रेस्ट्रिक्शन नाही सो गिग वर्कर आल्सो प्रमोट मून लाइटिंग सो दैट द वर्कर कैन हैव मल्टीपल स्किल सो इन करंट एनवायरनमेंट वी नीड मल्टीपल स्किल okay so I think these are positive point you are very well placed gig work economy provide a flexibility because you can contribute whenever you are free. So that is what led to the participation of women, weaker section of the society. So earlier they are lack of access to the job. Now they are getting job as for whenever they are free. It is also providing an opportunity for student to upgrade their skills, worker to upgrade their skills. Also, like learn while working, a skill, enhance skill while working in their profession also. So negative, same thing. I think already very well placed. Negative things are lot because the work we are mostly doing in gig, so that low skilled work. So that is what led to the not much adding to the economy, the lack of social safety. But just imagine, so if Jepto is saying that in 10 minutes they will deliver to ice cream to you, let's say any other things to you. But what happen if in this process someone is died just because to fulfill your 10-minute delivery target? भाबो टिके तमरो 10 मिनिट को फुलफिल करिया पई यदि कार एक्सीडेंट हला then in that case who will pay compensation to this worker? So that is what the big question na.
Yes, sir. Sir,
So
there are some legal ambiguity also, as they are not recognized as formal employees. So, labor laws are not applicable
yes,
in
yes.
that case.
So in all these things led to my next question. So what kind of steps should be taken to protect
Sir,
this
one more issue,
gig
sir.
worker? Yes. So what kind of steps should be taken to protect this gig worker? So according to you?
Sir, can I say one more issue, sir?
Yes, please.
Sir, sir, gig workers, they got their money if he have a particular rating, sir, up to the mark rating, sir, and
Yes.
they doesn't have some bargaining power, sir.
Now also we have introduced the rating system also. So that is what led to the further exploitation of them. Na?
Yes, sir. Recently, there were some cases in Tamil Nadu, sir. I think auto driver something case, sir, happened, sir, from this point of view, sir.
Okay. Now your point is valid point. So this is the negative point. So tell me what kind of solution we should take. What are the way forward, or if let's say you are the policy maker, government given the task to make a policy to improve this welfare of the gig worker. So what kind of step will you suggest? Please participate.
Sir, legal recognition should be provided to them, and
Okay.
we should cover them on social security.
Yes. So I think you already know
Sir,
government has passed.
first ଆମେ
Yes,
sir
please.
ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ ମାନେ ଡାଟା କଲେକ୍ଟ କରିବା କୋଉ ସେକ୍ଟରରେ କିଏ କାମ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ଗୋଟେ ଫାଷ୍ଟ ଆମର ରେଜିଷ୍ଟର ମେଣ୍ଟେନ କରିବା କେତେ ଗିଗ ୱାର୍କର ଆମର ଅଛନ୍ତି କୋଉ ସେକ୍ଟରରେ କାମ କରୁଛନ୍ତି କେତେ ସ୍କିଲ୍ କେତେ ସେମି ସ୍କିଲ୍ଡ ଅଛନ୍ତି ଆଉ କେତେ ଓମେନ୍ ଅଛନ୍ତି ଆଉ କୋଉ ଟାଇପର ଜବ୍ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ତାପରେ ସେମାନଙ୍କୁ ଆମେ ଯୋଉ ମ୍ୟାଡାମ ଯେମିତି କହିଲେ ଆମର ସୋସିଆଲ ସିକ୍ୟୁରିଟି ସ୍କିମ୍ସ ଯୋଉ ଗୁଡାକ ଅଛି तो सेमानक जेंति हम हेल्थ सेक्टर रे हला जेंति आमे सीनियर
Insurance
सिटीजन मान
coverage.
पई गोटे आगे इंश्योरेंस कवरेज हला कि हमर जो सर प्रधानमंत्री जो हमर हेल्थ स्कीम जोटा सर तो सेटा ता अंडर रे भी समान को गोटे
PM Joy.
आज्ञा सर तो सेइथरे आमे समानंकु माने समानंक पई भी गोटे सेपरेट हेल्थ स्कीम आनि परिबो तापर इंश्योरेंस जोटा कि जो गाड़ी जो स्पीड रे जोटा अपन गोटे इशू कहले तो
Accidental
सेमानंक
insurance.
पई हां एक्सीडेंटल इंश्योरेंस गोटे करि परिबो आ जो 10 मिनिट डिलीवरी टाकू तो सेटाकू हमें जो कंपनी माने एटा करूछंती तो सेमानक तरफ रु भी सेमाने किछि सेटा इंश्योरेंस बाध्यतामूलक भाବରେ एम्प्लॉय माननको देबे कि 10 मिनिट डिलीवरी अधिक सुरक्षा सेमाननको जेंति दिया जाय परिबो सर एबे टिकी ही बात करछु
Okay, any other point anyone want to add?
हाँ गोटे सर मिनिमम सैलरी भी हमें गोटे मिनिमम अमाउंट रो पेमेंट जोटा हमें सेटा गोटे फिक्स करि परिबो
Any other point? So I think तमे जानिथिबा हमर ओडिशा गवर्नमेंट गोटे इंप्लीमेंट करछि यात्री ऐप
यस सर
हाँ तो यात्री ऐप रे कोन होछि देखो ये बिफोर दैट यू नो दे हैव टू पे अराउंड 20% ऑफ देयर कमिशंस टू द ओला उबर so in यात्री ऐप they have to pay zero commission na so we can establish such platform where you know it is not going to helpful to the gig worker also na so देखो 20% तक आगु काम दो पड़ला ओला उबर को now they have to pay no money so the money they have saved that can be helpful for their welfare na बुझि पाले कि बुझि पालनी अरे यात्री आप
Sir,
विषय जानिछ कि
recently,
नहीं
आगे आगे सर
sir, recently Tamil Nadu government also approved a subsidy of 20,000 for gig worker, particularly few gig workers, sir. Sir, this should be promote sir eco-friendly sir transportation, sir.
Oh yes, yes. So I'm just summing it up. So you can say that. So for social security, welfare, and insurance of this gig worker. So what we can do? Each and every order, let's say 1% or 2% of each and every order can be set aside for welfare of this worker. So we can, for example, तमे this certain order करछो, ता जरू 1 to 2 rupees we can set aside or we can additional charge. You have to pay instead of 100 rupees, 101 or 102 rupees. That money can be invested for insurance, security, pensions of only gig worker. Okay. So that is what one way of ensuring that. Again, what we can do, government can also create platform just like the Yatri app of Odisha, where you know it is connecting the people with the cab driver. So that is what led to the low, zero charges, zero commissioning charges that is need to be pay. Just imagine करो तमे 100 टका इनकम करू तमे टैक्सी रे तमे 20 टका आगु पे करछो now entire money is saved so that money government can incentivize them to invest some sort of insurance or social security so that we can ensure their safety. And next, you can say about minimum working condition. We need to ensure there should be proper law to prevent sexual harassment at the workplace. So all these those are involved in 10-minute or 5-minute delivery. So we need to curb such practice because if we are not going to curb, so this startup just to promote their profit, they can go any extent. So we need to
सर
curb
ये
this
जो
practice.
10 मिनिट डिलीवरी को गवर्नमेंट चाहिए सेटा को तार ड्यूरेशन गोटे मिनिमम रखि परिबो कि नहीं कि 10 मिनिट डिलीवरी की हार्म होची जो माने गिग वर्कर मानन प्रति तो सेटा गोटे
Yes.
ड्यूरेशन तार हमें बढ़ाई परिबो आ ता पे प्राइस
देखो
भी टिके आगे
देखो देखो ମୁଁ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ କହିପାରୁଛି instead of doing that what we can do we can make our storage decentralized ନା ଏମିତି ଭୁବନେଶ୍ୱରରେ ଆମେ କଣ କରିବା ମୁଁ ଯଦି ଗୋଟେ ଜାଗାରେ ଷ୍ଟୋର ନା କରିକି ମୋର ପ୍ରଡକ୍ଟ କୁ ମୁଁ ପୁରା ଡିସେଣ୍ଟ୍ରାଲାଇଜ କରିକି ହର ଏକ ଜାଗାରେ ମାନେ 1 କିଲୋମିଟର ଡିଷ୍ଟାନ୍ସ ରେ ଗୋଟେ ଷ୍ଟୋର ବନେଇବି that way we can deliver also ନା we can use the latest technology like drone भी ଆମେ यूज କରି ପାରିବା gig worker को drone देदवा they can deliver in that 10 minutes without endangering their safety ना देखो जब सॉल्यूशन यदि हम पाखे अछि हम काहे की न दबा now everything is moving very fast so if you can think something देखो मनरे में तमरे कोन होती सेंट्रलाइज गोटे वेयर हाउस रहउची सेटा सब स्टोर करछो instead of that we can have 10 decentralized warehouse where we can store all the products So from there we can not in 10 minutes, maybe we can deliver faster, or we can use the drone or advanced technology. We can reach out to them also. Okay. ठीक है then I think end କରିବା ଆଜି I think କାଲି ଆମର ଯୋଉ ଅଛି ଗ୍ରୁପ ମକ୍ ଇଣ୍ଟରଭ୍ୟୁ 11ଟା ରୁ 2ଟା ଭିତରେ I think ଆପଣ ମାନେ ବି ଜଏନ୍ କରିପାରନ୍ତି ଆମର ଜୁମ୍ ମିଟିଂ ରେ ମୁଁ ଜୁମ୍ ର ଲିଙ୍କ ସେୟାର କରିଦେବି ତ ଗ୍ରୁପ ରେ ଆପଣ ଜଏନ୍ କରିବେ କି ନା ଆପଣ ଏଟା ଇଣ୍ଡିଭିଜୁଆଲ କରିଦେବୁ ଜଏନ୍ କରିବେ ଆପଣ ଦେଖ ଟିକେ ଜାଣିପାରିବେ କେମିତି କ'ଣ ଫିଡବ୍ୟାକ୍ ହଉଛି ଶିଖିପାରିବେ and you can also ask କ'ଣ କରିବା ଗ୍ରୁପରେ ଅଛିବା ନା ଚାଲ ମୁଁ କାଲି ଆପଣମାନଙ୍କୁ ଲିଙ୍କ ଦେଇଦେବି it's up to you please up to you you can join 11 AM 11ଟାରୁ ଗୋଟେ ଭିତରେ 1:30 2 PM ଭିତରେ ଆମର ହବ କାଲି ପାଇଁ ଆମେ ଅଲରେଡି ବନେଇ ସାରିଛୁ ତାଙ୍କୁ ମେସେଜ ବି କରିଦେବେ ଓକେ चलो I think we have to end here चलिए बाय बाय टेक केयर गुड नाइट बाय